Now, Michael Mosley's been to investigate a real-life event that for 32 years has been baffling everyone who's looked into it.
In July 1980, hundreds of children gathered in Hollinwell, Nottinghamshire, for a marching jazz band competition, like this one. It was a beautiful day, spirits were high, but what happened next was extraordinary. Right here in this field, children started to collapse. One eyewitness said it was like a battlefield. There were bodies everywhere, and no one had a clue what was happening.
Children started to faint for no apparent reason.
The legs seemed to buckle underneath them.
It was going down all over the field.
Eyewitnesses were horrified at the scene.
There was a lot of shock involved and mystery, because we all stood there wondering what was going to happen next.
Children was definitely in a very distressed state. Difficulty breathing, red eyes, similar to a severe asthmatic attack.
More than 400 people, mainly children, were taken to hospital, but the cause of the incident was a mystery. There were certainly plenty of theories. It was caused by food poisoning, contaminated water. It was the ice cream, radio waves, and most alarmingly, activity from outer space. But for most people, one theory stood out.
About 40 of the children were brought here to University Hospital at Nottingham, suffering from nausea and stomach pains. And although no one's quite sure what caused the illness, the most likely bet at the moment is a pesticide or insecticide.
Locals reported recent crop spraying by helicopter. Also, that the field and children's clothes smelt of chemicals.
It's got to be some kind of chemical reaction simply because of the effect that it had on the children. And while children was marching backwards and forwards, it would have disturbed that, and that would have actually caused them to inhale it more so than adults.
But the official investigation rejected claims of water contamination, food poisoning and fertilizers or pesticides. With no physical cause, medical experts came up with a different explanation. Mass sociogenic illness, sometimes referred to as mass hysteria. Professor Simon Wisley from the Institute of Psychiatry, King's College London, is an expert in this area.
Someone gets ill, and then instead of everyone else saying, oh look, so-and-so's fainted or I had a fit, people say, oh God, what's going on here? And then I don't feel quite so good myself. And then people say, oh gosh, you know, maybe we've been poisoned. People get more anxious. And then instead of thinking, hang on a second, we're all getting a bit anxious here, you think, my God, we are being poisoned. And then it kind of explodes.
On the day, the public announcement system relayed messages that fueled fear.
Don't eat the ice cream, we've got a problem. It's with the ice cream. And more children started fainting. The tannoy then came on, don't drink the water, don't use the toilets. Every announcement, more people went down. And the final announcement was, don't touch the field, it's been sprayed, and pandemonium broke out.
There are up to 30 cases like this every year. Unlike Hollinwell, most go unreported. The official investigation concluded that the children had suffered from a hysterical chain reaction brought on by heat and the stress of competition. But many local people reject this.
I don't think it was mass hysteria. I think there was something else happening. There was definitely something else.
Is it common for people to react badly to this sort of explanation?
In most cases, no. But when they do, it's because it's been rather explicit about the word hysteria, and then people start to think, oh my God, I think we make it up. It's all in the mind, it's all our own fault, we're being blamed. And I think that really, you know, can be very destructive. This is actually something that can happen to literally anyone. It's in all of us if we're in the wrong situation at the wrong time.
I think the mass sociogenic illness is the most plausible explanation. But 32 years on, it is still incredibly controversial. And I suspect we will never really know what happened in this field.
Probably not, but whether it was the ice cream or the pesticides, I don't know, but I don't think it was mass hysteria, do you?
If it was your kid, you'd go nuts, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
Wouldn't know what to do.